clutch, no throttle.
Yeah, and if you don't need, if we get stuck in traffic, put it in neutral.
Okay.
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 So yeah, to engage reverse, you need to click. You need to go back.
Pull that back.
Yeah. And then
fly off handbrake.
Yeah, and all the way to the left.
That's it. That's normal.
Slowly go back.
Okay. No acceleration at all.
Neutral.
Neutral. Flick the switch.
Yeah. Back on again.
First.
Yeah.
Wow, that really is like a rifle bolt.
Yeah.
And then no acceleration at all.
Nothing. Just yeah, keep going.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Good.
And then try to use the least amount of clutch. So when you're off the clutch,
let off
it completely.
Let off it completely. Okay. Wow, the throttle is super sensitive. Wow. It's really sensitive, huh?
You're using a lot of pressure on the throttle.
I can tell. You need to just, it's like a feather, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. It's so sensitive. Guys, I know in my normal videos, I normally grab cars by the scruff of their neck and find out what they're all about. What we're in right now, he's grabbing me by the scruff of my neck. We have to appreciate just what we're in right now. Yeah, value is absolutely, it's categorically the most expensive car I've ever driven. It's also one of the most precise, finely tuned weapons of a car that I've ever experienced. Even at this speed, it has this undertone of do not mess with me. You know, there's definitely this sort of tangible respect required just being in it now.
But at the same time, it doesn't drive far off a Mini or a Golf.
It's not threatening, but there's an undertone of like of severity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Awaken the beast.
No, exactly. You know, if people tune into my channel regularly, you'll probably notice a change in my demeanor right now compared to how I normally am in a car. This is a really, really big deal. I'm glad you feel like my coach. You know what I mean? You've just put me in the NFL, and you're like, don't worry, like it's like the biggest moment of your life, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Look, you cannot look at it as a car from when you're driving it.
Yeah.
You cannot look at it from the sense that it is a rare car or an expensive car.
It doesn't do your
very precious car
any favors.
It doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help.
You just have to think that, you know, the way you left it, you need to bring it back in
that
the
way
same,
as well.
You know, same piece. But the car doesn't. You know, if you want to behave like a lunatic, it will behave like a lunatic too. If you want to behave like a gentleman and
it'll do that.
Drive it to the Oprah.
It cruises beautifully.
You can do that.
Yeah.
So it will cruise. It's the best road car.
I am hard pushed to think of a car that covers more bases than this.
No, none.
It even has 3 seats. It's genuinely quite practical.
It's not the best track car. Okay. It will do amazingly on the track. Yeah. But it's not the best track car. You know, the suspension is soft. It takes all the bumps. It's a good cruiser.
As a road car. I mean,
as a road car.
Phenomenal.
But when you go to the track, it's like
a bit sloppy.
It turns, it rotates, you know, it moves about.
Sure.
But on any gear, like now you're on 6th gear.
I can't believe
you could go from 30 miles an hour to 240 miles an hour.
In one gear.
So it's probably the only car other than the Regera that would do something, but that doesn't have any gears.
Yeah.
So
and it's naturally aspirated as well.
It is.
This right now is the road spec version. It's like almost as it was from factory, right?
It is as it is from factory.
It's in its sort of GT spec. Yeah. It's even got customized luggage to match, which makes it incredibly practical. So either side on the external of the car, there are these side pods where the sort of bespoke luggage fits.
There's like
loads of it.
Actually, you know, it comes with an autoglim luggage set that is wrapped in the same leather as the car. It has the chassis number of the car.
Yeah.
And it has like auto all the stuff that you want to use on yourself rather than on your car type of thing. Like 6 pieces.
Yeah.
You know, today no one.
Yeah.
You know, you barely get a car cover with the car. No. You barely get.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like they're doing you a favor.
Yeah. And they're throwing it in the the passenger seat.
Yeah.
It's not fitted where the car sits.
No.
You know, the toolkit by itself is a masterpiece.
The toolkit on this thing. In fact, I'm splicing an image from the video we filmed a few days ago. And like you say, that in itself is a work of art.
And that's the portable toolkit.
Yeah.
There's the big toolkit.
Is there really?
I think you can dismantle the whole car and rebuild it.
Wow.
So they send one of their, top mechanics.
Yeah.
Who will come fly wherever the car is.
Yes.
And can do a full service on the car.
With that kit.
With that kit. You know, like Jay Leno, he's in the States.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to send the car from LA to London.
Sure.
Just for a fuel tank change or a clutch change.
Yeah.
But it's easier to send, one of the mechanics over there. Yes. He has a workshop.
Yes.
He'll, I think it's a 4 or 6 bolt, thing to remove the engine from the back.
Yes.
And get things done.
Lord, do you know what? I'm aware of it in myself, like in my own being, what an occasion this is.
But it's not a nice feeling.
It's
like
almost not.
It's not a nice feeling.
It's almost not, actually. The pressure that I'm under right now is immense, actually.
Yeah. I've been there, done that.
Yeah. It's
always the first time. It's scary.
Yeah. So as a person who's driven this car a lot, talk to me about what are your favourite features of it? I mean, earlier on we were talking about the gear shift being like a rifle bolt.
Yeah, but it's not like a rifle bolt. It's better. It's masterpiece mechanical brilliance. It is what it is.
Yeah. Oftentimes when I'm in cars, I say I struggle. I lack the vocabulary to.
But no, you lack.
But I'm not even like joking now. Like this is real talk. There's not something that comes to mind that will help to explain the feeling of the componentry of this cars. The easiest way of saying it is greater than the sum of its parts. You can't really highlight one thing and say, oh, this is the best thing. It feels artisan, it's artisan. It's very...
It's like, Jay Leno said it best. Cars that are made with a one-man's vision, Ettore Bugatti with the old Type 35.
Yes.
Back in the day, he built race cars. Okay, and people drove the car from the factory to Le Mans. One Le Mans, and then went to the office on a Monday.
It's unbelievable.
It's like
absolutely
crazy.
Incredible, right?
And you drive the cars, they're from 1920s.
Yeah.
And it feels as fast as a modern car.
It's just...
It would do ridiculous speed.
It's phenomenal, right?
And this is the same. It's a car that was built with one man's vision and the group of people who gave him the opportunity, the chance
to execute that.
To execute it.
My God, is it executed?
One thing, he had to sign every single drawing to be approved for the car.
Fabulous, isn't it?
It's like insanity.
Yeah. saying this for a fact. It is hard to explain. It's like the throttle is assisted by a little sort of fan that's like frothing up when you depress it. It's like a floaty little explosion, like a pneumatic waft of blip.
It's like electronic. It doesn't feel like it's mechanical. It feels electronic.
Why has no one been able to recreate something? I have never felt a throttle like that ever.
You know, it's BMW made the engine, and since then I don't think they've made a more amazing engine.
Driving that Carrera GT couldn't have been any better timed, because I still have the feeling fairly fresh in me, and as you know, I can't stop talking about it. I said then that thing was like razor sharp, and that spooled up quickly. This is a different level. This really does.
You see the differences between the two cars.
Absolutely,
there's a lot of similarities.
Absolutely.
Yet there are massive differences.
But do you know what? Those massive differences, I mean, are 2-3% of the experience. But because as humans, like our brains, hugely, we are a bag of sensors, and our brains work so fast that these minute changes are huge.
Exactly.
It's giving me goosebumps talking about it. I legitimately have.